Hello, my lovelies! Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 Star Stable update wishes for the year 2020. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's start with the most popular one. The most popular one is the updated characters wish, and I think a lot of people can agree because the Soul Riders look absolutely wonderful with their new update, and I definitely think that our characters could definitely benefit as well from a character update because you guys know ours look like plastic surgery attempts gone wrong, and I just can't deal with it anymore. My character just bothers me for the fact that if you've ever stood next to or looked at a Soul Rider and then you look at your character, it's unbelievable how much they don't even look similar. Like, they just don't look similar at all, and that just bothers me. But I know it's probably going to be one of the most toughest updates for Star Stable because that means they have to update all of the clothing, and they're probably going to have to add body types or something like that because of the controversial topics that go along with it. But I still think it would be a really cool idea to do for Star Stable, like I said, just because I think our characters are way overdue, especially if you look at the horses updates and all of that, and our characters just do not fit the vibe that I'm getting from Star Stable. So I definitely think that the game could benefit from something like this, and I hope Star Stable adds this in the year 2020. Now, here's a real small update that I think we could definitely benefit from, which is genders for horses. If you're into realistic roleplay and anything like that, like you are like me, I definitely could benefit from having genders for horses, whether it was a male or female, or maybe a little bit more descriptive, like gelding and stallion and mare. It definitely could go along with a lot of role plays, and it would definitely kind of help, especially me with a very bad memory, kind of remember, oh, this horse is a boy, or hey, this is a girl, because I do assign genders for my horses whenever I buy them, but I often forget sometimes because the horses on the game kind of look unisex. They can go either way, and it is just super hard for me to remember what gender I specifically set my horse as. So I definitely think that we could go along with the idea that our horses could have genders. I still think it'd be a really cool idea for realistic role players and stuff. So I definitely think that this small update could go a really long way, especially for us role players who enjoy our time on Star Stable. Now, here's a relatively big update. Wish number 3, new areas. New areas such as the 2 gray areas that you find on your map. I know Star Stable has been kind of hinting towards it. As you can see from the summer festival, I believe, there are people talking about a new area. However, Star Stable did not update it for 2019, which there were rumors that this was going to be a thing and was going to happen. However, it did not, and I'm hoping that they will actually do it for 2020, even though this is a relatively big update, like I said. I'm not expecting all of these updates to happen all in the same year, but I'm just hoping at least 1 or 2 of these updates that I've spoken about in this video will actually become a thing. So, like I said, the new areas. I really think that we should be able to explore new and different areas throughout the game. I've pretty much been everywhere and done that, and I really could use a new taste of meat, I guess the best way to explain it. A fresh start. I've been everywhere, and probably some of the OG players are getting a little bit more bored of exploring the same places over and over and over again. I mean, it is nice that Star Stable has revamped and updated stuff like Golden Hills or Doyle's Abbey, but I really just can't stand being in the same places all day, every day, you know what I mean? So I'm really hoping that they eventually add the new areas, because I am kind of getting sick of looking at those 2 gray areas on the map. So, yeah. Wish number 4, ability to jump characters. So, meaning that our characters have the ability to jump. Now this is a very small update, but I think it'll come in handy all the time. Even when I'm not on my horse, I tend to get stuck in places I can't get out of, basically, and it sucks because I can't get out, and usually I'm doing something pretty important sometimes, and I'm getting stuck everywhere, so then I have to call for pickup, and then it is just super annoying to pretty much deal with on a regular basis. So I really hope that Star Stable will be able to add something like that, or maybe the ability to like call our horse, you know, in like the Legend of Zelda where you are able to call your horse and it'll come to you. I wish we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to do that, because if you've ever like ran away from your horse without even realizing it, and then it ends up like halfway across the map from where you are, that is not fun. Because what if you're doing something important and you can't call for pickup? That just makes no sense. So I really wish that we'll be able to do either of those things, either jump or be able to call our horses. So yeah, I really think that'd be such a good update, and such a cool, actually like a relatively cool update to have for 2020. Wish number 5, ability to earn star coins. Now I'm pretty sure Star Stable will shoot this down no matter how many of us try to kind of push this, but I think it'd be super nice to earn at least a small amount of star coins, just for the fact that star coins are really expensive, and we all know this. I know this is the main source of income for Star Stable, but I think just having at least, I don't know, like the ability to earn like 25 is still better than 0. So I definitely think that'd be cool, maybe by like doing exclusive quests or selling horses or something, we could at least get a small percentage of star coins. I'm not going to go too elaborate or too into detail with it, just for the fact that I know it's probably already not going to happen, but I figured I'd say it anyway. So number 6, having the ability to kind of fluctuate or have seasons. Seasons are super cool to have. If you've ever seen Golden Hills versus Dino Valley, vice versa, and you really like the feel that they give you. Well, where I live, winter is a pretty prominent, or dominant, I should say, season. We have winter probably 65% of the year where I live. And, snow. I don't see snow in Jorvik at all. I've heard stories from the OG players that snow existed in Jorvik a long time ago, but never kind of came back. I definitely feel really sad about this, and I definitely hope that we'll be able to have seasons in Star Stable. It'll probably never happen due to how much game space it probably will take up or how big it would be, but it would still be a really cool thing, especially it'd add a lot of realism and a touch of like magic to the world of Jorvik. Wish 7, weather. This goes a lot along with seasons. Weather should be a relative, like, actual thing in Star Stable. The only time that I've ever seen rain in Star Stable is during the Furgrove race. Why not have rain anywhere else if you might as well just put it in a championship race? To me, that doesn't make sense, but I definitely think that having small amounts of weather every once in a while will just make things get a bit more, like, realistic or magical, and I definitely think our players would definitely benefit from it, but that's just a personal opinion. Here's the update that all of StarFam has been waiting for: bitless bridles and other necessities such as bareback pads, which is both 8 and 9 on my wish list. Having the ability to have bitless bridles and bareback pads. Those are my 2 all-time favorite tack items, and I use all the time when I'm riding both of my horses in real life, and my horses love the bareback pad and my bitless bridles. You have no idea how much my horses, they have performed so much better bareback and bitless than they have with a saddle and bridle. So I definitely think that our pixel horses would also perform a lot better with bitless bridles and bareback pads as well. I know they're kind of small and kind of a little bit useless, but I definitely think at least we should have the bitless bridle, just for the fact that a lot of people actually do ride bitless, and it actually kind of bothers me for the fact that I don't have the ability to choose whether or not I do use a bridle or a bitless one on here. And number 10, unicorns or any other mystical creature that you'd find on a Star Stable, like unicorns, Pegasus, basically anything that you could think of that's horse related, I'd want in Star Stable. The only closest thing that I think I've ever found closest to a unicorn is a 2018 Christmas horse, which they actually brought back for 2019. Yes, that horse is nice, but it's not an actual unicorn. It's just his hair kind of sticking up in like a frosted kind of way. So he's not really a unicorn, but I definitely think that we could use other horses like Pegasus. Pegasus would be super cool to have in the game. Even if you can't fly, I think it'd be super cool to have a winged horse in the game, but that's just another personal opinion. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas as well. Tell me in the comments what you'd probably want Star Stable to add or update in 2020, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone!